What's up, y'all? So I'm back with another video today, focusing on that camera. So today I want to talk about basically this is going to be like a mixture of topics, even though I want to talk about patience separately, but this one is mostly about basically like get real, quit being so mean, like, and quit being so hard on yourself. It's like you're doing your best, you're trying to provide for yourself, people around you, you're trying to live a good life, you want to do these things, you got obstacles in your way, and you just belittle yourself. Sometimes we're so frustrated, we take it on ourselves. Why can't I be like this person? I want to be better. I wish I was like you. And it's like, come on, dude. You don't really want to be like somebody else. You just need to learn to appreciate yourself a whole lot more than you currently do. Especially during this time. It's winter time, it gets colder. Mammals, they hibernate during this period, right? We're also mammals, we got human inclinations, human instincts, animal instincts as well. Divine, godly instincts, if we could tap into those, we got all of it, we got all that human potential. And I think it's so important for us to just be kind and know that sometimes things will stay the same. You know what I mean? And that's when maybe your external remains the same. Maybe internally, that's when you change. Or maybe outside, everything seems to be changing around you. You can't seem to get a grip. Maybe that's when internally you develop stillness. You develop that inner tranquility, that just something you can lean on, you know what I mean? Whether you want to lean on a figure like a Buddha, ascended master, Jesus, Yeshua, freaking anybody really, like you want to lean on that. You want to even lean on Zeus, you know what I mean? Odin, one of the Orishas. You want to lean on something, you do that. You find something that works for you, you lean on that, you lean into that. But also remember, you got to be kind with yourself. You got to be patient. Nothing is gonna, redwoods don't grow 50 feet in one day. Everything started from one little sap, a small little seed. And if you look at the little seed, that is you, the little sprout. It just came out of the seed, now it's sprouting. And if you look at that and you're like, what the heck? What the heck? This isn't a tree. There's no fruit on it. There's no fruit. What the, You're talking down on something before it even had the chance to show you the fruits, to show you what is capable, what is possible in your life. And I think, honestly, we are so quick to think that it's not working out because we didn't pop off the first 3 songs we made, or we didn't pop off on TikTok because we just posted a 40 shorts or whatever, and nobody looked at them. Nobody looked at your clips. And for some reason you think, well, yeah, I'm just awful, or I can't do it. It's like, no, like, things take growth. And some people who do great things are never even acknowledged in their lifetime. And I think with the internet, now everything's in your face, in your face, in your face. You think, oh, well, Lil Baby just released the album. Why was my album not popping? Lil Wayne's one of the greats. I made albums like Lil Wayne. Why I'm not like Lil Wayne? And I think you just got to assess where you're at, and you got to be real with yourself. I think a lot of people want it immediately and right now, but at the same time, you don't want to do it immediately and right now. So you just got to be real and be like, yo, like, develop a 10-year plan. Like, if you want to be practical about anything that you want to do, develop a 10-year plan. Spend like the first couple of years learning the foundations, the basics, learning from other people who are doing what you want to do. And then past learning the basics, because this is the thing, people want to start becoming this high and mighty status figure, because that's all everybody really cares about nowadays is status, right? If you don't have status, you're nothing, right? It's like, I don't want to mess with you. well, and the funny thing is that's how people kind of feel. Like they feel like, oh, well, I don't have this. Why would anybody want to be my friend? Why can't I can't be with anybody because I don't have my own crib. I don't have my own car. I don't have that many friends. Why would somebody want to talk to me? Why would somebody want to, it's just like, stop. That's what that's what you're trying to hurt yourself by putting all this on you. And at the very essence of your soul, you just want to be happy. You just want to be happy doing what you love, whether that's making art, making music, running, jogging, working out, cooking, baking, making stuff, creating fabrics, designing clothes, making YouTube videos, talking, socialize, conversating with people. And at the end of the day, I don't think we should try to, like, even though I say this and I want to be the best and I want to be the greatest, but it's okay, like, knowing your limits and knowing where you're at. I think people aren't real with themselves enough to the point where they feel down that they're not the greatest. All these social medias are literally just in your face. I'm looking at somebody traveling to Japan in the onsen. I'm looking at somebody in Thailand, somebody in Central America having a good time. I'm over here at a pizza joint, for Christ's sake. You know what I mean? And I could beat myself up all day, really, but it's like, bro, everybody has their time and everybody has their own place. But the more you worry about other people's stuff, the more you're pouring energy on that. You're not even really, like, you're giving them energy, like, oh yeah, that's cool what they do, this and that. But you're also, all that energy you could have put into you and been like, okay, I see what they're doing. All right, we could do that. Like, that's simple right there, okay? Like, but it's really just a matter of perspective, because I feel like, and I know that these social media companies engineer this shit. Look at Threads, bro. Look at Threads. When I first got on Threads, and luckily I quit engaging with it, but this gender war and stuff, like, this is so stupid. We could hate each other all day. We could, just because we don't understand each other. At the root of it, the whole reason why there's so much chaos and disorder in the world is because somebody looks a little bit different than you, acts a little bit different than you, but they still eat, they still, like, defecate, and they still want to get jiggy with somebody and love someone. But at the end of the day, we think like, oh, this person's a bad person because they're politics. I don't believe what their God believes in. That's not the true God. That's what they do? Those guys, they don't know anything. I'll show you what I got. It's like, bro, first of all, nobody really cares. People just want to be themselves. They just want to be free. They just want to let loose and have fun. And it's so crazy because, like, I remember going to a party and I was hanging out with a chick and we were just observing people, but we weren't observing people from like oh, okay, like, that person's doing this, that person's doing that. It was more so of like, I'm in my head about it, and I'm like, oh, look at that guy. That guy doesn't know how to dance, does he? That guy, And we're so quick to just try to put somebody down because we're so insecure. Like, we're so upset with ourselves. We can't get out there and dance. We can't do this, so we got to knock the person who can, right? But what the person who's doing it is trying to show you is that you could do it too, but you're too busy trying to shit on yourself because you don't realize you talking crap about other people immediately flips back on you, because that's the whole point of talking shit. It is your shadow. It is your unconscious flaring up because you see somebody living that life you want to live, and then it makes you flare up to the point where you got to respond to it. When at the end of the day, if you was really secure and really stable with who you are, I think you probably wouldn't pay it much mind, in my opinion. That's what I think. That's what I believe. I don't think that stuff would bother you. And I've always noticed, like, I have people around me that are always complaining about somebody, always talking shit about somebody, got a lot to say about somebody. This this nigga don't even know you. This person don't even like think about you. And I'm like, damn, this is messed up. This is sad because you are so hooked on somebody who don't even care. You know what I mean? And it's weird to me because it's like a weird form of like I think hate is a weird, gross form of love, right? Because when you love somebody, you think about them, they're on your mind, you do things for them, right? But then it's like, for me, it's like it's on a scale, right? It's a polarity thing for me, like love and hate, right? So like on the other side of that, you obsess about somebody, but you want the worst for them, and you're not realizing that's in your cup. You know what I mean? The hate that you feel is filling your cup. It's a poison that you just refuse to let go. You think you're hurting somebody else, talking about them. You think you know everything. But it's like, it's best just to let that go. And I feel like this went way off of what I was talking about, because my whole point with this was a lot of people I find can be really kind to other people. I really got way off. A lot of people can be really kind and nice to people, but they're not like nice to themselves. And I always find this interesting because it's like your positivity kind of goes wasted because it's not really, not to say that it isn't authentic, but it doesn't really, it won't sprout. You know what I mean? Like it hasn't sprouted for you. And if your tree isn't growing, like your tree of love, your tree of knowledge, the tree of good and evil, your tree of potential, right, isn't growing, how can you necessarily spread that to other people? You know, how can you really give somebody something? Because I think the best advice is to show somebody. You know, it's not about like, well, this book says that you should do X, Y, and Z and your life will be perfect, actually. Ha ha ha. No, I think it's easier. I think that's why people love idols and celebrities, because they genuinely see somebody doing something. They see these actors win Emmy, Oscars. Yeah, they see these people win Oscars. They see whatever. You see them win awards. It doesn't matter. You see these people win awards and you admire their passion and their work ethic. But you got to understand, like, you could do the same thing. You just push that off to other people. It's just cut the distractions loose, identify what you really want to do, what you really want to achieve, and then go after it and then pursue it. And I'm telling you, the more you pursue something, it'll pursue you and it'll change you. That's all I got to say. I hope y'all have a great day. And like, comment, share, subscribe.